All right, so we're in a rhythm now. So this is going to be the pressing day and then the squatting day. This pressing day was actually less than 24 hours post surgery. So updates on surgery. It was interesting. They went in there and it turns out that the bicep tendon was not fully detached. It was just shredded to pieces, and so was the muscle belly, which explains probably why there was so much purpling and bleeding and bruising and stuff like that because the actual muscle belly was damaged as well. But it's interesting because the doc had come in, the surgeon, and asked me like right before he went in there, and he's like, based on like what you've told me about having bicep pain for years and all this, like, there's a chance that that tendon is just really nasty, and we might want to use a cadaver tendon as a graft. And I was instantly like, yeah, man, can you do both sides? Like that, I've heard good things about it. I know about tendon grafts, and they do it a lot with knees. You get a patella tendon graft in there, and usually it goes pretty well. So I was excited about that. Plus, I don't know, it just sounds cool. Like I got a dead guy tendon in me. I've already named it Carl. Like sometimes my left hand's gonna do things. I'm gonna blame Carl. Like I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, I woke up from surgery feeling good. I'm pretty much anesthesia proof. I did stay asleep during my surgery, but I was instantly super aware. And then they were like, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to move your arm because of the nerve block." And I was like, "This arm?" And just waving it all around. And they're like, "All right, don't do that." But yeah, then so of course I felt good. Coach had scheduled a workout. Surgeon didn't give me any restrictions, so came in here and pressed that 100-pound dumbbell for 22 reps after a 3x10. Yeah, it was a great day. Larry benched. He still was my training partner for this day. I'm gonna give him a shout out here. So these are great. These are like just single arm lat rows. He was like, "Oh, don't you have to set the cable way higher?" I was like, "No, man, set it right here." And then I got my feedback from my coach, and he was like, "Those are great, but like set the cable way higher." So shout out, Larry. You were right. But yeah, no, I'm 24 hours out from surgery. I was feeling just great. Like I had awesome energy in the gym. Granted, some of that's probably just relief that it wasn't a bunch of pain, relief that, I don't know, it feels optimistic. I'm glad that they went in there and fixed more than just a one rupture, because I've had bicep tendon problems for years. It's actually what stops me from squatting with a straight bar so much, which I used to do just tons of SSB. I did a whole prep going into my first 700-pound squat where I didn't touch a straight bar until the warm-up room. I talk about that all the time. And it went really well. So I really like the SSB anyway. It makes you brace in very specific ways. But I haven't done it in a while. So now with my one arm, and this is from today, so 2 days after surgery, still in the soft cast. There's like a hard piece in the bottom that keeps my elbow from hinging mostly. And then the soft cast on there, which the only thing they told me is like, just don't get it wet. I'm sure they don't want me banging it around or like moving my arm or holding things with my left hand or anything, but they didn't really talk about it. So definitely good to squat. I will say as the weight got up, maybe on this rep, maybe on one of the next ones, I could feel that like just the weight of the SSB, where it sits, the bar specifically was the same place that they tried to inject a nerve block in me. And like I felt that nerve and it would like go down my arm. It wasn't like pain, but it was the first time post surgery that I felt something where I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely because they just did surgery on my arm. But yeah, we worked up to 480, beltless, knee sleeveless, of course. And that first rep, you can see I kind of came down on the cast and I was like, that arm's got to get out of the way. Which made these super awkward. Like I have never squatted with one hand on an SSB and one hand like hinged out to my side. It's really terrible. Like it was super hard to find the balance, which makes getting depth really, really hard. So I was like super self-conscious about depth, and then I would like lean forward. So you're going to see there's a set in here. I think it's set 3. So probably after this one where like the leaning forward, not keeping my head up, which is not something I normally care about cueing at all. I'll just lean forward and then push back up because you can just normally just push on the handle. But if I push on the handle with one hand, I'm going to send that weight like helicoptering around. So I'm literally depending on the brace of my upper back to come back up. And yeah, it was really tough. Plus it's 480 pounds and I'm a weak natty. I'm going to blame that too. So this was the third set of 5. I grabbed spotters. So yeah, welcome Izzy's ass to my YouTube. That's going to be the main star right here. But yeah, I was coming up and down okay. And it was all about core brace. I was definitely trying to make sure that like I got a good air and sucked everything in, but it was all in the upper back. And that SSB was basically on the back of my neck. So I think this rep, nope, the next one, and we're going to see it twice. As I came up, the bar just, completely folds into my neck. And once it was in my neck, my arm kind of wanted to grab it. I didn't. And I think Charlie spotted me on one side, but yeah. And then Izzy let it go because it was still coming up. But it was a little bit scary. So I went for my 4 set of 5. And I just said, listen, I'm not going to do 5 if it doesn't feel good. And sure enough, by like 4, I could feel the same thing, that like if I went down, I wasn't necessarily coming back up without leaning forward, and I didn't want to risk it. So I put it back. Because listen, yeah, am I crazy? Yeah, but I'm also smart. So, sometimes things get auto-regulated. I did do some hamstring curls before I did this, seated hamstring curls. Took a set to like RPE 11. Charlie saw that. My hamstrings were so smoked from that one set of hamstring curls going that hard. I really did enjoy it. I love that feeling. I don't normally go that hard on an accessory because I'm normally in the, taking the main movement so hard that the accessories really don't have much left in them. But because it was beltless, knee sleeveless, and that's weights like a weird in between where it was really challenging, but it's not like too much on my legs. I still had a lot left, so it was cool. And granted, that set was like, I think the one that hit it was like 180 pounds for 15 reps, and I felt every fiber of my hamstrings after that for like 7 minutes because I set a 7-minute timer. Then once I got everything back, I did one more set of 10 with like 180, and then we did these, which were that's a 50-pound dumbbell. I was just doing 30-second holds. Then I would put it down, like count to 3, and then do another 30-second hold. And I did that 3 times. It was brutal, and everybody kept asking me which ass cheek I felt it in. Both. Oh my God, both. Definitely the lower back, but my lower back's definitely stronger than my glutes. And I felt the hell out of this in my glutes, like really, really felt this. So it was really cool. I was also fighting to keep my legs straight, which is something I always coach my clients on when they're doing back extensions. You want to like flex the quads and keep the knees straight. I never really have a problem with that when I'm doing 400 pounds for reps or the 520-pound world record. Like my knees stay pretty straight. But grab a 50-pound dumbbell and try to hold it for 30 seconds at a time, and all of a sudden your knees want to unlock because those hamstrings are getting brutalized. So yeah, this is a really cool variation. I was actually supposed to do it the week before. I can't remember what it was. Like the gym was too hot, or I think it was the day it was hot and smoky outside, and I got like most of the way through my workout, and I was supposed to finish with these, and I just didn't have it in me. And I told my coach, I was like, just add these on to one of the next workouts I do, because I'm really interested in trying them, but I'm super smoked right now. So yeah, 100% recommend them. Of course, my clients know how it goes. So, people like Natalie are coming up to me asking me like, yep, is that going to be in my program? Yeah, probably next week. Enjoy.